Hello everyone, I'm Marie Conroe, and today we're going to talk about a project-based learning activity that I did with my third graders. So the content is written for a third grade class, and it is on sustainability. We are growing our own garden, and each student is going to have their own row, which we call their own field, and they will be responsible for growing and logging, journaling each step of the process, from cultivating the soil to choosing the seeds and how they are going to grow the seeds. Seeds need a certain amount of spacing. What do you need? Some need more water, some need less sunlight, and other materials like vining, and to keep yours from vining onto others. So there's a lot of materials and things that are involved in sustainability, not just going out and dropping some seeds in the ground. So prior research was having to be done about what type of seeds they wanted to grow and what they wanted to produce. The one key thing is nobody could grow the same seed. And my thought for that was because I wanted them to learn to barter. If student A was growing watermelons and student B was growing cucumbers, I wanted them to form a relationship and a little more drive to produce, not only for their own selves, for their crop, but if they wanted other crops, then they had to have something to barter with to be able to have that. So I wanted a community sustainable garden where everybody pitched in and everybody had the same amount of effort in. And if you didn't, then it was a natural consequence. If you did not participate or you did not do your research and your cultivating of your seeds, then you were not going to have the end result. And so when I do my project-based, I'd like to, when I look at my blooms chart, I like to kind of flip it and start at the create, because we need to develop first. We need to develop our garden. And then we need to analyze and research the seeds. Then we can go on to the next stages of it. And so our final product is to promote sustainability. Our driving question is how, as young scientists, we can create a sustainable environment. And some of our benchmarks that we're going to touch, the what and why. We need to learn to grow our own food and become independent and with the sustainability. And then how do we create this? So we're going to have to create a blueprint. So we're going to be writing in our journals, creating. We're going to use our math to be able to design and to know the distances on how much the seeds are going, so it's all mapped out on a grid. And for engagement, the engagement starts from the very beginning. It's very hands-on. They get to choose, and then at the very end, they get to see what all their hard work has created, and they get to reap the biggest reward. It just completely makes learning come alive. It allows students to access their knowledge periodically because they have to go back, we chart, we see how the growth, if the leaves are green, what do we need to do? We go back to research. Why isn't my plant growing as fast? Why isn't this producing? And we have to constantly go back, do more analyzing, more research, more creating, develop something else, and then to get the end result. Because the purpose of a project-based learning is to develop cognitive skills, also known as usable knowledge, which is knowledge that is not recalled, that is just not recalled for a test, but can use later on in the real world. Well, I hope you enjoyed our quick little lesson on project-based learning and sustainability. Thank you.